What's going on? Today I am at the Weiser State Forest, just outside of Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania, and I've been here for a little bit. Actually camped last night here with a few people, out here with Dragon Rome's Z Adventures and Ryan from Burnwood Bushcraft. They're all over there. We just woke up. So we drove out here yesterday, got here probably about 4 o'clock or so, and hiked into a very boring hike. Didn't record any of it. It was a road. The trail system here is like a they're making like almost like a biking multi-use path in this track to the forest, and it's just a straight gravel road hike, so it did not record any of that. By the time we got to camp, it was getting dark. It was like 7:45 when we actually found a spot to set up. So we set up, trying to beat the rain in the dark, made some food, hung out at a campfire, and that's about it. But we just got up. It's about 7:30-ish, maybe just before 7:30, and we're all just getting up, and I decided to walk around a little bit to see what we got. And I walked down here a little bit because it looked like a path, and I find a fire ring. So if we would have walked a little further, we would have been down into this little spot here. Beautiful forest. This is the first time I've been to Weiser State Forest. But look at that. All the spring colors and the fog. The Roaring Creek, this is called. I believe this is Roaring Creek. We were set up right next to that. Really, really nice. So we'll walk down to camp and see what we're going to do for the rest of the day. We might head up to Centralia, which I've been to before. Didn't really do a video. I don't think I did. I put pictures up. It was a long time ago. That's the old abandoned ghost town with the coal fire underneath the town. So we might go up there and check that out. Show that to Ryan, and see what else we do. But, all right, talk to you in a few. It can happen to anybody. Bad things can happen. So, packed up for the trip yesterday and realized it was going to rain, repacked, and I had my hammock and my tarp at the bottom of my bag. So I pulled those out to repack and packed everything back up. Didn't realize that when I pulled those out, my small little stuff sack with my tree straps had got snagged on and must have popped out of my bag. We get to camp last night, we're setting up, it's getting dark, rain's coming. I don't have any straps to hang up my hammock. Really bad situation. So there's always options. You don't panic and you just do what you need to do. So on that tree over there, I just used my pack hanger, which watch your step here, there's a cord. This is just the strap that I use to hang my bag. But I was able to run it through like a regular strap, and since I got the cinch buckles on the hammock, I was able to run that through, and this held up fine, not a stitch out of place. So in an emergency, I know this works. On the other end though, this isn't the ideal way to do it. You do risk damaging the tree, and I apologize to the tree because I'm sure I put weight on it, but I let my whoopee slings out all the way and fed the hammock right through. Like that. So fully extend it, and it worked. Now I'm lucky because I have this whoopee slings and cinch buckle system because I like to show people both systems. That's not normal. You don't usually have both on your hammock, but if you got the whoopee slings, you can feed through and set up that way. So there's always a way to fix a solution. No, there's always a solution for a problem. So I haven't had my coffee yet. But yeah, so just because you've got a key piece of gear doesn't mean your trip's necessarily over. So might help you out someday. Thank you, Adam.
No problem.
You want us to walk across the bridge?
That is slippery shit.
Hey, careful when you walk across there.
So we're packed up and we're heading out of camp, and apparently the bridge is very slippery. Adam Z almost went down. Beautiful night out here. We had a little bit of rain. It wasn't so bad. It's kind of foggy and misting right now, but yeah. Oh yeah, that bridge is a little slick. This is the little creek we were camping out next to. Not right on it. We stayed sufficiently far enough away. And really nice. And this trail is like the most rugged thing that we have been on. So you got Dragon, you got Adam Z, and the guy there you can barely see because of all the camouflage. That is Burnwood Bushcraft. There he is.
So guys,
Ryan.
we had a successful night, didn't we?
Yes, so there's my tripod three-way.
Oh.
Oh my God, where the hell did I see that last?
Hey, maybe we'll find your tree straps.
Maybe. No, they were in the bag. I'm like, it's got to be up there where I dropped my pack because... Geocache?
Geocache.
Look at Adam.
You don't even try it.
Water Under the Bridge is the name of this one. I'm going to sign my handle on it. I'll have to find it later so I can log it. What's today's date? May 4th?
Is it May 4th?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. May the 4th be with you.
Cinco de Forio.
Good for you. Yeah, I'll show a little bit of the road hike when we get up here. It's boring, that's why we didn't record. But all right, we're gonna walk and we're gonna get some food. Talk to you later. Focus. Oh, it was not focusing. So this is the boring road hike we're on. But when you look up, well, that's true. When you look up off there in the ridge, all the fog rolling around up there.
I actually think it's a boring.
Little bird in the tree. Alright, that's enough of the boring road walk for you. We are walking but not backpacking right now. We stopped, had some breakfast in Ashland, Pennsylvania, and we are now on the Graffiti Highway.
What do you mean we're not backpacking? You didn't see my awesome new super ultralight
Oh, his super
bag?
ultralight. Look at that thing. You
Yes.
can't even see it.
It's the new packs. They're invisible now.
Yes. But we are here in Centralia on the Graffiti Highway, and we're down.
Apparently I should have been.
Is that a train?
I think so.
We
Yeah,
got
it could be the train in Ashland that goes. So in Ashland they have the coal mine tour, and then they have a second train that goes out along the mountain on the outside.
nice.
So it could be that.
It definitely sounds like a train whistle. But yeah, so Adam Z had to leave, so it's just Dragon, Burnwood, and myself, and just kind of checking out Centralia. Not much left here. And if you want to see the full story on all that, or more of a story on all that, check out Burnwood's video. That guy right there. that he'll put up, maybe.
Yep.
Because Dragon did a really awesome description of what happened, because he's actually from this area, and I'm not going to make him repeat it. So go check out Burnwood's video and learn a little bit about Centralia.
Area. And little by little, people got paid off to leave their home.
It's all the ducks' fault.
Someone did Pennywise.
We've moved away from the
city block with that alley running through it.
graffiti highway. A lot of quads up there, and it's really hard to record. But we are in the town of Centralia now, or what is left of the town of Centralia. And this used to all be just city, town.
Yep.
There's still a few people that live here. They refuse to leave.
I think the population's like 4 now.
4?
Yeah. Well, not 4 people, 4 families.
4 families. All right. This is what a ghost town looks like.
Yeah, not totally abandoned yet, but man, it's close.
That's close. Well, it's obviously much later in the day. It is, we're at Dragon's family's property. It's actually his birthday weekend, so we thought it was going to be a surprise party, but he knew about it a year ago. So Ryan and I were trying to not say anything and keep it a surprise, and he already knew. But so we're set up to camp tonight, but it's raining. No big deal. We've got our tarps up. We're set up down this path behind me, but we're walking back over here to the canopy where everybody's hanging out. We just went down to check on our gear because it rained pretty good before, and we just wanted to make sure everything was good, get our rain suits, and then come back up. So get back with you in a little bit.
But those were the questions I kind of designed for, like, more on a bushcrafting than.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
That's all right. I got plenty of space on my phone. You just keep on talking, Panda.
Oh, okay. Chill it, chill it, chill it. Chill it some more.
Obviously, we're no longer out in the wild. We are at Dragon's.
Yes, we
Yeah, we're Burnwood Bushcraft, and he has built us this awesome bushcraft out of logs and duff. He made a chandelier. He carved us a little man, and made us a carpet.
That's mad skills right there.
Look at this guy. Oh, and he made us like a bamboo net. Burnwood Bushcraft, ladies and gentlemen.
All the Pennsylvania materials.
Y'all had Pennsylvania material.
This
So-
is the bushcraft shelter right here.
We were just all hanging out. We had a very good home cooked breakfast, provided by Dragon's mom. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, she did own her own restaurant like twice.
And it shows. That was really, really good. But yeah, so we're just wrapping it up. Dragon's going to go see a movie. Burnwood's got to go back to Jersey and then back to North Carolina. And then Panda's going to get stuck in the car taking me back to my car. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, so I actually got a chance to actually meet Burnwood. I'm going to come sit over here next to Ryan. So it was cool. Last time he was up, we didn't get a chance to meet.
Right.
Jacket's dragged up on me. So it was cool because I was working until like super late. There we go. Hands free. So it was cool meeting you.
Man, it was a pleasure meeting you, man.
We got to get you a little more backpacking ready.
Yep, that's right.
We carried in
40-pound pack is
40 pounds.
doable.
Yeah, some beer, cooler.
He did good for someone that's not a backpacker.
Yes. No, yeah, I mean, for just showing up and us not knowing where we're going and kind of walk around circles, it was pretty good.
So it was like 2 miles in, 2 miles out, right?
Yeah, we went just over 2 miles in. It was that road hike, and then we turned around because this weather was starting to move in, the beginning of it. And we hiked back like maybe a half mile or so, or 3/4 of a mile, and then set up and found a camp. So I think Adam said it was like 4 miles we did that first day. And it was like a mile back out to the car, so it wasn't all that bad.
So the distance is not a problem. It's just the pack, the style of pack, and some unnecessary things that I need to not pack.
Yeah. Well, backpacking is different than bushcrafting. You know, when you go into a shelter, you just take your stuff and you stay there. Backpacking, you're on the move, so you try to be lighter. But it's always a learning process.
And we're
Yeah.
still all constantly learning.
Yeah. I mean, my pack is changing probably every trip. It's a little bit different.
So of course they're all in their hammocks and they're set up and just sitting there chilling, talking, and I'm still over here tying my ridge line for my tarp because I'm sleeping on the ground and getting all my sleep pads and everything out, and I can see how it makes everything so much more simpler the way they do it, because after you're hiking, the last thing you want to do is have to set up a whole bunch of stuff. You just want to get comfortable, eat your food, and then sleep, and then wake up and get out the next morning. And so I'm gonna get more prepared for hiking for
Yeah.
sure.
What did Adam say? We were hiking with Joe Horton. He said, "Backpacking is how far you can go. Bushcrafting is how long you can stay." And that's a good way of looking at
That's
it.
exactly it. Yeah.
And you're trying to
Oh, that's a really good
meld
method.
both. Yeah, trying to put both of those together.
Right.
And it's gonna take a little learning curve there, but
Like the military type gear, the heavier stuff. If you're just walking in a mile or not even that, just to do like a day bushcraft outing or an overnighter, it's fine. But if you're going to hike like different levels of terrain and longer distances, you don't want that bulky stuff.
yeah. And what we did was pretty flat.
Yeah.
So imagine going up a mountain.
Yeah, no
with that
doubt.
stuff, so it'd be a little bit tougher.
So I started
Get
out.
some wheels on the cooler.
Some wheels, yeah, wheelie cooler.
Yeah, that'd be
With
awesome.
a propane heater on top of it.
Uh-huh. So I started out as bushcraft, and I just haven't ever got into the hiking part of it. But I know if I could get into it, I know I'm going to really love it.
Yeah, it's all good skills to have, and it's good having a bushcrafter along because then we can learn some stuff too. So
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I might be able to get a shelter built up for you.
yeah,
And,
yeah, we were all sleeping. Like I said, me and Dragon and Adam, we all had hammocks, and he's laying on the ground in torrential downpours. We're just hoping he didn't wash away.
But he stayed perfectly dry because he's experienced and knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he did. He did. So I didn't really get any shots of your shelters, but check out Ryan's video for this and all the stuff, and see, because I mean you do a lot of different configurations for your shelters and show a lot of different stuff. So definitely check out his channel. Check out Dragon's. Go turn that thing around, Dragon.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
And also check out SkinnyGPanda. She wasn't really with us for much of the trip. She was planning the surprise party that he knew about a year ago. While me and Ryan are trying to like kill time at the bar, like, oh, so you gotta be there at 3, gotta be there at 3.
And I was totally trying to act like I had no idea about
I
it.
know we're both trying to act clueless. Like,
Was you doing the same
The funny thing is, I was under the impression that Ryan knew that I knew.
I didn't know. I kind of figured you knew.
Oh, that
but
must have been so awkward.
we're sitting there, it's like 2, and the lady's like, do you want anything to eat? And I'm like, I'm really not hungry, but if we get there too early, yeah, let's get some food.
I would have to wait before I said something and just think about what I was going to say because I didn't want to give it away. And
I kept on getting notifications on my phone from the Facebook group. But, don't forget, Don's surprise party, and he's like sitting right next to me, like, go away.
But he knew it all along, though, didn't he?
All for nothing. Well, we tried.
It was still fun.
It was it was a good time. Yeah, it was a fun 3
I'm
days.
sure it was fun for you just watching them. You're like, oh, I'm gonna soak in this.
Because I was like at one point, so you're going to your mom's? And he's like, yeah. I said, what time you got to be there? It's, around 3:30. I said, am I going with you? Or I said, if, if you got something going on, man, I can just go ahead and head back.
But it was at least fun for Dragon, watch us struggle.
He played along very well.
He did.
I just did not want to. I know a lot of effort got put into it, and I just did not want to. I didn't want to burst anyone's bubble too badly, so tried to be a good sport about it and everything. So.
And he was. He tried.
Yep.
Yep. No more.
So next year I'm just gonna be like, dude, there's a party. Just so you know.
And then I'm gonna be like, no, there's not.
Yeah, there won't be a party. There won't be a party.
No.
It's gonna be a surprise, not party.
There you go.
You
It's
get
gonna be
somewhere
like,
big.
do you want pizza and beer? Okay, Don's gonna be there.
That's awesome.
Surprise! No one's here. But, all right, so I'll take it off.
All right.
So that's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, check out everybody's channels, and see you in the next. Hopefully it's drier.